the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between our visitors and these guys defending their home turf. Leading the visiting sideline, as always, their head coach. These guys just about set to go in this one. And across the way, we get a glance at their head coach. His guys with a crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll get a chance to see someone still in the early stages of their career, this third-year QB.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. First down, play action. It's a turnover on his first pass of the season. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. That's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season ripe with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
Another carry for him. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to bring up first down.
A first down.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. He'll try and run this. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that means first down.
A gain of 9 yards results in a first down.
Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. And they take this in for the score. These guys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
That one right down the middle. And these guys take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Team, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Fields this one at the 3. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Their offense headed back out for its 2nd drive of the contest. And time to hit a quick reset here, partner, after they find themselves behind following that opening drive INT.
Yeah, you say reset, I say Control-Alt-Delete. Pretend like it didn't even happen. You got to flush it in a hurry.
Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Jump off caught by his back. They stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up.
Brings up third down.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. So first down from the 41.
41-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Second and 5.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
10 yards.
They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Pass play on first and 10. Sends this to the end zone. And his heave isn't going to be answered. That's incomplete as an exciting look ends our first quarter. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Still a one-possession game in the early stages. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. Time to begin the second quarter, and we'll pick up with what's already been a lengthy possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. Short pass brought in. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up third and 1.
Looking to throw on third and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Forced to the
Ball and
ground
defender arrived at the
incomplete.
exact same time there. And
now
it's fourth and short.
down.
We'll see if they go for it. Trying to push this past the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you call that play in a huddle as a quarterback, you break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on fourth and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Escapes a defender. And he'll go down here at the 16. In a good spot here, second and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 16-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Back-to-back carries here. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
At the 12-yard line.
They give it to him again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Back to the well again. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Number 28, the ball carrier.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. This one falls incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll throw third and long. He has the first over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brought in right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we hit our 2-minute warning. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Sticking to the air here. Throw left side, complete. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be third and short now from the 49.
Brings up third and inches.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They are throwing it again. Hits his running back. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line. Offense is set. This is second and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
A gain of 5. Result is a first.
He's going to throw this one. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout.
Brings up second and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
It's second and inches at the 11.
Still sticking with the passing game. He's got it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. And he will take this in. Touchdown. These guys take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7.
14. Our home team, 7.
And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
10 at their own 35-yard line.
First and 10, they're going to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. They get the timeout called. We've got 5 seconds remaining in the half.
Second and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. This return starts at the 5. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. Finds him quickly on the RPO. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34.
Handoff on 2nd and short. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of 8.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's good for a first down.
We've set it down from 37. On first down, they'll run. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
And a first down.
Line up the design keeper. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held the line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
They'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
A gain of 11 on the play. Results in a first down.
Throwing now on first down. Finds the in route complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
He has room past the 25. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. All set now, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Option give here. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
He'll work against the blitz. Has it in close. He has the touchdown. These guys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And his guys double their lead to 14.
21. Our home team, 7.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The home team send this running back headed back out for a new series. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. There's a dive up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the 4th. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Dive play straight ahead. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in Week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And he needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
Their offense ready to take the field now. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
I'll throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Sticking to the air here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Offense in the hurry up here.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they make the tackle at the 38. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Cut out left. And they take him down right along the 30. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Throwing it again here. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown! But there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
They waited a little extra second there, didn't they? Maybe a little bit of a taunt to the other sideline, Brock, before they declined that call. That touchdown's going to stand.
All good and love in football. just a good little penalty turns.
21. Our home team, 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First down and 10.
This offense ready to get going again now. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play is a design run. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down.
All set to go now from the 35.
Result is a first down.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire.
Delay of game. Offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. They get 4 of those penalty yards back. Still behind the sticks, though. 2nd and 11. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Dropping back to throw. Finds his fullback. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. So now here's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he will not score, but the effort takes him down to the 5. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning. These guys leading by 7.
5-yard line.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. They're running the option, short side. And he runs it across, touchdown. These guys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
That one splits the uprights. And these guys double their lead to 14.
14.
Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The offense headed back to the field. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Looking slant route complete. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working on first down. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air now on first and 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. These guys now within one score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Makes the score.
That one right down the middle. And his guys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And they've got it. No problem for the receiving team. The onside attempt fails. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.